Over the years, we've witnessed unconstructive criticism and countless insults thrown at people both in the public and the private sector. As much as academia in Ghana continues to improve, very little has been done to educate public speakers on the nuances of communication, it appears. The Intellectuals is a debating reality show aimed at improving that shortcoming. I have with me in the studio Abna Danso, who is a producer of the reality show Yazz Intellectuals, and I believe that you've seen that promo a couple of times here on the JoyNews channel. Abna, you're welcome. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, Gifty.
Okay.
I'm fine.
So all we've seen is the promo running on our TV. Could you tell us a bit more about the Yazz Intellectuals reality show?
Of course, the Yazz Intellectuals reality show is a show that a debate that is amongst university students. We've brought halls from various universities to come together and debate on pertinent topics that is going to help deepen our democratic process, and also it's going to help these students do a little bit of research, increase their research. It's also going to help them, boost their confidence, and we are also helping them or encouraging them to do more or practical critical thinking on issues or pertinent topics.
Please go ahead.
Issues or pertinent topics that that will help our democratic process.
How exactly will their conversation or would these debates help the democratic process, as you put it?
Well, we are looking at very interesting topics.
Okay.
Or topics that
because actually in the promos I've seen a lot of them talking about education. Is it focused on education?
Not necessarily just education, but almost every other thing that we need as a country to grow.
Okay.
We want to foster development and growth in our country, and we want the intellectual voice to be heard, not just the politician. We are looking at the youth developing to become good leaders for our country. Okay. And so, yes.
Which schools are we looking at here?
We are looking at KNUST, University of Ghana, UPSA. We are looking at UEW. We are looking at Cape Coast, University of Cape Coast, and many others.
Many others. What are our viewers to expect from this debate? You've mentioned how it's going to add to the democratic,
deepen the democratic process of this country.
That's a whole lot of English, which is okay. Which is okay, by the way. But what should our viewers expect? Because whether you like it or not, people would like to be engaged. Yes. The more you engage them, the more they stick with you. If you don't engage them, even though it is intellectual, yeah, and people tend to see intellectual debates as boring. How are you going to make sure that this isn't boring and it's going to engage viewers, and they're going to actually have to sit or get glued to their seats just to listen to our intellectuals, so it can deepen their own sense of knowledge?
Yes, even though it's an educational program, it is going to be very entertaining as well, because we are not just showing you what the students can do or their confidence or how they can speak publicly. We are also going to show some of the things that they do behind the scenes, okay, what they are doing during their researches, what are they doing in their halls, their jamas, okay, amidst all the cheers and the jeers, what is behind all the, the entertaining aspect of the university life. Okay. What do they do? How do they come out with speakers that can speak so well and also entertain themselves when they feel like, releasing the stress?
Okay.
So it's not just going to be, let's say, something that...
It won't be boring. You're promising it won't be boring.
It won't be boring.
It shouldn't be boring.
It mustn't be boring.
It mustn't be boring. Okay, so I've seen Professor Alabi in there as well. What exactly, what's the format of the program? So people come, they debate from different schools, they debate, and it's competitive, right?
Very
among the schools. So they debate on a topic, and then what? You have judges who...
Yes, please.
Okay, tell us a bit, run us through it
quickly.
So
the program is such that we have students debating amongst themselves, or the various halls debating amongst themselves. So we have the knockout stage where the various halls come together to to debate, and then maybe one hall wins and knocks out the other hall. Then those who win from the knockout stage move to the group stage where they battle each other, and then the men or the tough ones emerge winners. So
did you say the men?
No, I said the tough ones.
Okay. I heard a man. I thought
I did say something like the men, but then I corrected myself to say the tough ones.
Thank you very much.
Of course, the tough ones, because there's some very tough ladies like you.
Well,
you know that we are looking at grooming to become great leaders. And so yes, the moderators, like you said, Dr. Goski Alabi, we have Professor Goski Alabi, sorry, and Dr. Oseni Adams, and we have Professor Martin Owusu as moderators for this great intellectual project. And it's interesting to see them, you know, come up with very intellectual and corrections that will blow your mind. You know, they are people who are well versed in what they do. And so when there's a topic that the students are debating on, these people come together and they watch. And as they watch, they take out all the nuances and the mistakes, and then they bring it out so that the students know that, okay, this thing I should check. Maybe I should speak a lot better the next time. I should help boost my confidence, not too much emotions. We want to bring out leaders that we will be proud of as Ghanaians. Okay, leaders that we will be proud of. Let me take a very final word. Give us the dates and the time. When should we expect to see it on TV? Well, the Yazz Intellectuals will be showing very soon, and I think that the date is Saturday, this coming Saturday. Okay. And so we expect that. What's the time? Don't worry if you don't have it. I think it's 4:30. We'll get it in the promo, which will play along the line before we end the show. Abna, thank you so much for coming, and I wish you all the best for the project. Thank you very much. Abna Danswa Danso is the producer for the Yazz Intellectual Reality Show. You want to stick and stay here. She's promised that it won't be boring. So I'm very hopeful that it won't be boring. Intellectual debates can get a bit overwhelming, especially when they drop all those words and you need the dictionary to get the meaning. But hopefully it won't be like that with this one.